Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is another me talking at you sort of video. But yeah, I wanted to make a video about the fact that I decided to leave Etsy. I haven't completely left Etsy yet because I do still have a few products online, but I have opened my own storefront on Shopify, and I've started adding all of my products to it, and I'm really excited about it. And basically, I just wanted to tell y'all all about it. So I guess for part one here is that I just got really sick and tired of Etsy completely changing the rules, changing the goalposts. It was getting really frustrating and stressful, and I didn't want to be beholden to them anymore because, well, I was driving most of my sales anyway, and they do take, I did some math, and basically collectively with the fees that they tack on to you buying shipping and everything, they were taking 30% of my profits, and I decided that for 30% of my profits, I could take that fee and open up a Shopify account, and I wouldn't feel like such crap all the time. I don't know. But yeah, it was like, Etsy is just way too stressful anymore, so I wanted to... Whoops. Something fell and scared the dog. Hang on. It was just a hat. Anyway, so... yeah, it was just way too much stress, and if I'm gonna pay those fees anyway, I should be paying those fees to a place like Shopify, who is going to allow me to have my own store with my own brand with no competition. So I realize I should explain what I mean by no competition, and by what I mean by no competition is whenever anyone is browsing your products on Etsy, and this is what's left of my Etsy store, if you scroll down, all of a sudden you're met with a bunch of ads from other Etsy sellers and lists put together by other Etsy shoppers that has your merchandise mixed in with everybody else's merchandise. You are also competing with resellers, drop shippers, mass manufactured goods made in China. No offense to China, but there's no way an artist can compete with mass manufactured goods. Basically, Etsy is no longer for handmade or artist made. And I stand by that. You can get better deals on the same products on Amazon, so just go shop at Amazon. And am I a bitter old lady about it? Yes, I am, but moving on. And my only fees, aside from the yearly fee that you pay, which for me was around $348, which I felt was really doable. Even if I don't do terribly well this year, I should at least be able to make back store costs, and that's okay with me. I realize that it may not be okay with some other people, but it is okay with me if just starting out I just make my costs. That's okay with me. I've made myself be okay with me. The chances are very likely that I will still have a profit collectively through the whole year that I'm signed up for Shopify. But I'm setting the bar lower so I don't have too high of expectations and then end up getting disappointed, because it's better off for you to be pleased that you did better than you expected than to be disappointed that you did not do as well. That's my theory anyway. But yeah, I think I've gotten off topic. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is, even if you're a small creator like me and you maybe only make a couple thousand a year from your store, I think it's worth it to pay the fees to Shopify and start getting yourself set up, because not only does Shopify allow you? You have your whole brand and everything. But they have all of these tools to help you get selling on places like Instagram and Pinterest and so on. So, like, these tools alone are really useful. And I'm really hopeful. And this is the first time in a while that I've actually felt hopeful and excited to make products for my store, because before I was like, oh no, what's Etsy gone and done this time? And how is this going to affect me? And so I felt really disincentivized to even really focus on my shop this year, to be honest. I really haven't been. But now I'm excited about creating again. I'm excited about having my own little shop. And like, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. As far as things that I would have liked to have known before I signed up for Shopify, and that is that actually Shopify can make it really easy to import all of your products into your new store. So you basically can download a CVS document or something like that. I probably have the lettering wrong, but basically you download this document and you upload it to Shopify, and Shopify will basically have all of your listings, pictures, and everything. The only thing that they don't have, I think, is maybe tags, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so this is very useful, but my problem is I kind of let most of everything on my Etsy shop lapse. So I only had like 5 products left up there, and yeah, so it will only transfer products that are active on your shop, like right now. It cannot go through and pull up your dead listings, like your sold outs and your drafts and all of that. It can't do that. So I wish I had started sooner, because then I would have had a lot more loaded in. But overall, it wasn't a terrible experience having to cut and paste, all of my descriptions and my titles and so on and so forth. So that's one of the things that I would have liked to have known before. But not a lot of people talk about it because everyone's very money focused, which, I mean, fair. Let's see if there was anything else. I guess the only other thing is setting up your own shop does take time. I would expect to spend a whole week getting your store online before you can even open. You will need to sign up for like the Shopify payments, and you'll need to be able to link your PayPal and things like this. And that takes a little bit of time, but the bulk of the time is going to be you putting all your products up, especially if you were like me and had like most of your shop on Etsy was like dead. But yeah, it's gonna take, some effort. So expect to spend like the whole week on it. That's what I would say. I think the other little tiny minuscule snafu I ran into was I tried to put ounces in decimal in my pounds for the weight of each item. Excuse me. And Shopify does not like that, because they actually have in a little drop down menu you can select ounces. So I had to go back and redo all of those. But again, it wasn't a huge issue, because the way that things are set up there, you can like scroll from one listing to another, to another, to another. And then all I had to do was, paste in some ounces and change the little box. So it wasn't like a huge deal. But I mean, really, those are the only 2 things I wish I would have known, because it could have saved me some time. And I mean, right now I'm just starting out on my Shopify journey, and I'm learning a bunch of new things, so I probably don't have more in-depth info that somebody who's been on the platform would have, but if you like this kind of content, if you would like to hear me talk more about my Shopify experiences going forward, like how things are going and what I'm doing with the different tools and stuff, I would be more than happy to share videos, because honestly, if you're making any kind of money on Etsy, I really think it's a good idea for you to have your own Shopify, and I would really like to encourage everyone to have your own website and have your own shop and work for yourself only and not for Etsy, because Etsy, it does not care about the creators. They only care about the bottom line for the shareholders. So that is my very grumpy take about that. I do not really like Etsy anymore. I used to, but I don't. So there you have it. So before I sign off here, I thought I'd share a little bit of my shop with you. As you can see, there's like, up here's the little menu, and you have a drop down, and you have an announcements bar, and then over on the right there's the cart and login and all that. You can make collections, and I have a few collections already made. There's going to be more collections made as I slowly get more products online, but I wanted to get 50 online and then open. And you can see the layout is very nice and pretty and clean. There really isn't too much opportunity to play around and make a super customized shop, especially if you are not totally familiar with CSS and HTML and all that. So, I mean, I have a little bit, but I would definitely hire someone to make me a website, but I'm not going to do that until I make more money. But yeah, as you can see here, I've got all my products up. I tried to keep all of my products square for the main page here, but I missed a few, so I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. Anyway, if you like supporting artists and buying handmade goods and artist goods, then please drop by my shop. It's amymakesdo.com and make a little purchase. It would mean the world to me. But I will show you a little bit of the back end as well before I cut out of here. So here's like all my shop listings under products. Again, you can see the collections. That's a real key for organizing things here. You can see I've got some collections started, and the ones that are mostly live right now are like the handmade notebooks and that. And you can put a description, all the merchandise pops up that's in that category, and you can add a little advertising image to it as well. I'm not going to show you orders and customers and stuff because I've already had a couple orders and I don't want to expose anyone, but you can see that there's marketing and analytics, and you can also preview your shop, and there is some editing that you can do to your shop on your own with the little editor. But yeah, so here it is, and I'm happy with it, and I'm much happier overall, and I don't have to deal with Etsy anymore. And I think that's the most important thing. Your happiness is worth it. Anyway, I think that's going to be pretty much it for this video. I'm probably going to have to patch in a few things here and there that I forgot to talk about. But yeah, so I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.